Morning. Just having some video problems on my walk, so see if I can remember where I was at. I was talking today about reconciliation, how I thought that was so important in light of what's happened this summer with Minneapolis and now Kenosha. I mean, how do we approach this? Years ago, when I was in South Africa, I spent some time looking at the work of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission there, and how they wanted to try to restore the problem between an apartheid government and an apartheid police with, in fact, the new government led by Nelson Mandela. And of course, turned out pretty well. It could have been a lot worse. And somehow I think that we've got to do something like this. And I've been writing in my blogs for the last few months about the importance of this. First of all, I think the responsibility is on the part of the police, and I know it's a lot to ask. But I know police, and I know the great depth of promise could lie in there, and there are a lot of people that really want to know what to do, and I've got an idea what you can do, and that is to be able to sit down with your communities, especially people of color, and find out and listen, and really try to walk a mile or two in their shoes about what it must be like to have encounters with the police in this society. And the reason I say it's the important role of the police, because that's their job, to be the peacemakers. And to answer the question that I think that is not being answered, the question I hear out there, I know I'm an old white guy, but what I hear is the black community saying, when are you going to stop killing us? And since 2014 with Michael Brown, that hasn't been answered. And the number of people killed by police is not significantly reduced in the last 6 years now. That's sad. But I think it's important to sort of reaffirm what the role of the police is, to make amends for the past, to have a plan forward, to say what specifically is going to be done to sort of reduce these shootings, especially with people who have edged weapons. When a person points a firearm at a police officer and threatens that police officer, there's not too much that officer can do. Maybe take cover if there's cover available, but most of the part, there's going to be shots fired by police. But it's all the other ones that I'm concerned about. People with knives, people threatening, people this, people that. We're using force, I think, in ways that it certainly is more than any other democratic country in the free world is doing. So we've got to look at this. We've got to look at our use of deadly force and say, we can do better, and here's what we're going to do. And that is the answer to that question is, when are you going to stop killing us? Now, it's going to be hard for police leaders and officers to sit down and listen to this. It's going to be hard. But I always said it was a lot easier to sit down in the conference room or someplace and talk to people. And it's much, much better than trying to talk to them out in the protest line. That never has worked. We don't have good dialogue there. I don't know when the time is, but we've got to start soon, and we should be starting now. So that's my piece on reconciliation this morning, and I'm really concerned as both a former police officer and as a pastor about how we're going to move ourselves forward. All right, so it's on my heart, and it's deeply on my heart, and let's hope that our leaders can respond to this. God bless you, and have a great day.